Hi, so we're gonna review the today's chart reading for NQ futures. Today is August 31st. I primarily trade on price and volume chart reading using Wyckoff process. So I'm gonna go and then focus primarily on the US session. But for us to do focus on that one, we need to review the overnight session. So overnight you can see that, so the gray line, the gray plus line is my yesterday's high. You can see YH, and then the 2-day H, the blue one is 2-day high. So okay, so you can see the overnight it broke the both these resistances, like the yesterday's high and then overnight high, and then it went all the way up to this 1209,175, and then it tested that area like 3 times, but it couldn't break, and then afterwards it started coming down. It tried to hold over the 2-day high but couldn't hold, and then broke it. And so the entire night it tried to break it again a couple of times but couldn't do that one, and then started coming down, and then even broke the yesterday's high. Okay, so morning I woke up and then I saw this one, like, I draw the overnight high, and so that is our key thing, right? Key level. Okay, so I'm in Pacific. So today 6:30 is the US Open. So this bar is our US Open. So prior to that one, as I can see that, so in the morning you can see that, the price action is in a downtrend. Okay, and it's a choppy down move, but nevertheless it's still a down move. So it broke the yesterday's high. It tried to go back again, test that area, couldn't find any demand, and then started coming down. So as it started coming down, you can see this area. So this is the first. See the volume on this one. Volume has increased compared to the previous bar, and then so this is like a popping volume. So suddenly volume has increased almost twice the previous bar, and then what is the price saying? It's holding at that level. Basically it is, see, this previous bar close was here, and then the next bar closed slightly above. So if all this bar was all selling, the bar would have closed way below somewhere here. Instead it closed above, meaning that there is a significant demand that came into picture. So meaning that there is a first sign of demand, and so by then you can draw this channel. You can see that there is a channel already there, so you can draw this channel. It held it twice here, a couple of times on the top. So this is a value channel. So if you are looking at this trade, that is the reason why you may not take it. You just wait for this level to come down, especially when it broke this level. You have to be cautious and careful before you start taking a trade. So and so the next bar with a significant supply comes, and then comes down, right? And then next two bars, look at this one. Next two bars does not do anything. Like, those three bars kind of close at the same level, meaning the demand is able to hold. Okay, so first thing is, a first significant demand came up here, and then afterwards the bars are going nowhere. It's kind of like holding at the same level in the price terms, and we are at the demand line. So basically this is our demand line in the channel, this is the supply line. Okay, and so at this area, so this is the place you can take a long. So the next two bars, you can see it starts going up. So when this bar goes up, breaks the resistance, which is our yesterday's high, and then gets rejected and closes underneath that one, that is where you get out of the trade. This one, yeah. And especially there also, the reason why not to hold is you are entering the US Open session. So first couple of bars are wacky bars. We don't know what's going to happen. So see what happens. The next bar, the US Open bar, a significant supply comes up and then closes under the yesterday's high. So meaning that the supply is strong. And then see the next bar, it still further pushes down, and then closes way below the previous close. So by this time you may be thinking, okay, yeah, now supply is coming into picture, right? So, and then see the next bar, it starts breaking up and then closing above. So this is where you have to be cautious, because now the supply is in the background, with a little bit supply in the background, and now this demand came up, right? So we don't know what's going to happen. So it is better to stay away. But I know that, but, yeah, it has significantly achieved a lot this bar, because it broke the yesterday's high. That is the reason why, see, if people would have taken a trade somewhere here because it broke, and then see the next couple of bars, you will be just waiting up and down, up and down. The reason is, this is the supply is the background, and then demand came up strongly. Now we don't know who is going to win this war. It's like buyers and sellers are fighting. So we have to wait for a clear picture before you enter the trade. So next couple of bars just tries to break that 2 day high. Couldn't do that one, like, but still see the all the bars are significantly bullish, actually, like close comes under close up, comes under close up. So by this time you can even draw the channel, like, because like it's almost four touches of first touch, second touch, three touch, four touch, right? Almost four touches. By this time you can even draw this channel. And as soon as it breaks down, right, breaks the 2 day high resistance. And then so now by this time now, that, okay, demand is in the background, because it held all this price action, observed all this price, basically all the supply, and then broke it, right? So and see, so what is our thing is, we wait for a weak pullback, okay, to our support. So if you see this bar, right, when it comes under, touches this, tests the blue, that today high again. See, the demand comes up, and then when it tries to break under, the demand comes up and pushes it way up. So this is a significant up, and then this is the time you can go and then buy this trade immediately. And then you see the next bar, it had made a good move, okay. And so see the next couple of bars, see when the I exited in one of these bars when there was no action. But you can see that by now, because the other factors that are in your favor when you took a long here is, you are at this demand line, right? So buyers are going to buy it. Especially none of these bars are significantly stronger supply bars, so meaning strong supply bars. Even this bar, you see the down bar that came up, look at the volume. The volume is a lower volume compared to previous bars, right? And then also the bar kind of closed in the middle. If you could not take, even you can take this along here. And as you can see, as it starts, goes up, goes up, goes up. And see this bar, it starts going up this bar, and this bar, next two bars. So these two bars, they look at the volume. The volume is increasing, but the price action is these two bars. I'm talking about this one and then these two bars. Then look at the volume on these two bars. The price is more or less the same level, meaning that there is a selling coming up. Because if all this volume is all buying, the bar would have been way up above that one. Instead, if it could not make a significant move like the previous bars, then it means a lot of supply is there, and so meaning that the sellers are now stronger in picture. When this bar appears, where it significantly firmly proves that, that sellers are in picture. See the volume, popping volume, increasing volume, with supply proving itself, and then supply is confirming now. Now is the chance for a shot, right? So you can, and then where is it happening? The blue line, see this one. This is an overnight high. See, remember the draw, the line where it tried to touch three times overnight. That is the line. So, and you can take shot, as you can see, it came up here, and then this is the exit, of course. Like, we can't. These are two significant strong support lines, right? So it takes extreme volume to a lot of volume to break these things again. So so when okay when it comes down to this level, and then you exit out here with the limit order, and then see when it bar closes firmly with a strong volume above this one, would you buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it immediately, because now the background is a very strong supply, right? Now just one bar, of course it's a significant bar, it is kind of a stopping climax, in fact, because the significant volume, extremely high volume, and then the bar kind of holding that level, and also the width of the bar is high. So because the strong supply and then a strong demand bar like this, it's like kind of both of them are fighting. We don't know who is going to win. So typically it can take a couple of bars to do this one. So I did not take any trade here yet, but I was waiting for a week pullback after this one, which never happened. So and the next bars were like all choppy, like, and it went up. I saw that this up see this in this bar, the supply came up with the bar closing in the middle. And then also, where is it happening? The area where previously strong supply has happened in this bar. Look at this bar. So I wasn't sure whether this would break up or not, but you can see that, it can there was a choppy move after this one. And so if you are a little bit risky player, you can take a long here. And given that, see, this bar volume is a kind of higher compared to previous bar, but only made this much movement, like, see this one, all this volume, the increased volume, bar only closed from here to here. And then where are we? At the right at the demand line. And then afterwards it was a choppy move, and tried to go sideways after a while. I did not trade of this, but if you have been there, this is a place where, um, it's harder to say, it's harder to take this position, even though it's a spring, given that there is a strong supply in the, see these two bars supply, and then price is moving sideways. So it's harder to take a long here. So but this bar, see, this is where you can take a shot. And you see that because of the narrow bar, like as it starts going up, first sign of supply, and then as it starts going up, we're almost at this uh, the peak level, and then this bar is a narrow bar, and then the volume is declining, lowest volume. And then you can then you can see the supply comes afterwards, and of course your target would be this one. Okay, and then it goes kind of sideways, kind of wacky action. So, but I was away from the entire afternoon. So, but yeah. So, thank you.